Uh, I'm 70 something days into semen retention. I'm just gonna call it SR because it's calling it that is kind of gay in my opinion. Or kind of weird. I'm 70 something days in, and something I've noticed is that my dreams, it's almost like they're not even dreams anymore. It's like I'm like in a different reality. Like it's not, it's like in a different, it's like in a liminal space. But with that being said, I have been attacked by the devil many times, and the most notable one, he was just really trying to come at me, and I think it was like he was trying to make me relapse, like he was trying to make me distract myself with something. But he just kept giving me. Firstly, I had a nightmare, and the nightmare was basically everybody was out to get me. Like they were all demons, and they were trying to come get me. I was in this house with like this black dude, and then it was like obvious he had bad intentions. And then someone like grabbed me and like started running outside with me, and it was like, oh, they're saving me. But as I looked back at them, their face was like demonic. It was like very clear he had bad intentions too. It was like all these different wolves trying to steal the rooster's eggs, or the chicken's eggs. But anyway, I ended up going underground because it felt like that was the only place I could go, because it felt like they were on all sides of me, like all surrounding me, essentially. So I went underground, and it was like there was a hand underground that came after me too, and I woke up, and then it didn't really end there. The demons, they kept coming at me with these terrifying visuals, like, well, what you would call terrifying. It didn't really bother me all that much, but they were trying to terrify me, and I call those terrifiers the terrifiers, you know? Because there's no reason that I should be thinking randomly, like an intrusive thought of an image of Jesus Christ with his eyes getting like censored out with that, with those black bars. There's no reason I was ever going to think of that. That's not one of my intrusive thoughts. Keep in mind, this was them coming after me directly after I denied a succubus twice in my dreams. One, which is very unique because back in the day I could never, like they would basically rape me, because I don't even know if you can say that, probably not, but that's what they were doing. Sorry for coughing, I just got done with an exercise, but excuse me. I could never really say no. I never really had full facilities because, I'm in a dream, but as it continued to go on with my SR journey, I suppose, there was this dream in particular where she came after me in my dream, and I told her no, like no. And then I was in that liminal space again where I wasn't quite asleep, but I wasn't awake either. And I could see like this petite, like smaller woman, literally like a succubus, like kind of floating above me with her arms stretched out toward me. And it was like, come on, don't you wanna? And I was like, no. And then it like faded out. Like I was just back asleep after that. But that was before this terrifier moment, I call it. But the most interesting experience that I had that night was that I met the Hat Man. And I call him the Hat Man because I brought him up to other people, and they're like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. He's basically just a watcher. And I was like, yeah, exactly, he's just a watcher. I don't think he has negative nor positive intentions. I think he's literally just aura farming. I think because you can't really make out any discernible features of him. You just see that he's like a kind of a bigger figure with what looks to be a black trench coat on and a black hat. And you can't really make out any noticeable features. It's just like a shadow man, like a shadow demon. But I didn't even like need to turn around. I didn't even need to open my eyes to know that he was behind me. It was like, not to be that guy, but it was like my third eye opened, and I could see his presence standing behind me as I laid down. And it did kind of bug me because it was like someone's like watching me, and I'm not looking at them. So I turned over so I could lay on my back so that I could look and see my entire room, just so I'm like, all right, nobody's in here. I'm good. I'm fine. But the Hat Man, we both had like a mutual conclusion, like it was a telepathic agreement that we both knew damn well he couldn't actually hurt me. Like it was like he wasn't allowed to, but even on top of that, it's like he didn't really care to. Like he didn't even really want to. it wasn't in his best interest, I guess, to hurt me. Which is interesting. Like, why is this aura farming weirdo, why is he working for Satan against me when he doesn't really have negative nor positive intentions? So if you don't have neither negative nor positive intentions, why join an evil force? You know? Like, why join an evil force if you're just there? But yeah, we came to the mutual conclusion that he can't hurt me, and he doesn't even like really want to or care to. But it was so weird because I could just see him. And then I brought him up to these really spiritual people. I was like, yeah, I saw the Hat Man. I'm like, oh yeah, the Hat Man, that's a really common one. I'm like, no fucking way, yeah? And they're like, yeah, he just watches. He's just a watcher. And I'm like, holy shit, that's exactly what he was doing. It was like a mutual agreement that he's just watching. He's just there to watch me, like a watchman in the night, like a watcher. So there's like the Terrifiers and there's the Watchers, and I don't know if there's Watchers plural, but the Watcher at least I saw. That worked for Satan, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. That's a bad train of thought. I think Satan was just like really trying to make me relapse. That's kind of not the whole point, but that's kind of a segue into it. I think he was trying to make me relapse. So he was giving me terrifying visuals, and then he sent the Hat Man after me. So I believe he was sending like an army of, you know how God has an army of angels that he sends after you, or like toward you. I think the demons I think Satan has like an army of demons, and I think the Terrifiers are one, and then the Hat Man is definitely another. But yeah, that's been my experience on SR. I definitely astral projected one time, like 100,000%, because there's no fucking way that my brain could have conjured up the imagery that I was like seeing. Like I was floating through I wasn't even floating. I was like flying through the cosmos, like on some Doctor Strange type of imagery shit. I was literally just flying through the cosmos. It was so beautiful. It was purple. It was like starry, and like, if you've ever seen like a picture of a galaxy, it was that, but you're in it, and it was so much more vivid and wondrous than I feel like my mind could actually conjure up, which is why I think I think I astral projected. It was because I didn't, there's no fucking way I could have thought of that shit. But yeah, this is just kind of to talk about this was mostly to talk about the Hat Man, because the Hat Man is definitely real, like, just from my own personal anecdote, and then from what other people told me from their anecdotes, it lined up really well, like, naturally. So it's mostly to talk about the Hat Man and my experience with him, but I kind of want to talk about, maybe I should save it for another video. I'm not going to. My experience on SR has been kind of frustrating, because the more that you do this practice, I would say like 30 days in, you just get fed up with the bullshit. It just fucking, you have to be like Yoda in this bitch. You literally have to, no, young one, you get the point, like, turn the energy into positive energy. Don't let the Terrifier, make you do something bad. Like, don't let him corrupt your thought process to become a dark Sith Lord, be a Jedi, nigga. Be a fucking Jedi. And tame the dragon, bro. Tame the dragon. But yeah, you just get annoyed and you get fed up with the bullshit a lot easier. And same thing goes for lust. Like, anytime I'll scroll on YouTube to find a video to eat while watching YouTube, or to watch while eating or something, or just something like that, I'll scroll, and I'm talking about, like, those Temu ads where it's fucking some fat ass with booty shorts. It pisses me off. It's like, fuck you. Why are you tempting me, you fucking temptress? You suck, suck you by. I hate you. I fucking hate you. Like, I just want to rip your jaw off your face. And, like, just, that's it. Like, that's all. I just want to rip your jaw off your face and walk away. Yeah, I just get angrier. So this has been kind of like a test of my patience. Especially been a test of my patience, because you definitely don't know this, but I got a job at Domino's, like right over there or some shit. But bro, just in case they end up watching this video, I'm not gonna specify who, but you know who you are, and you treat me like a fucking bitch. You treat me like a dickhead. You treat me like a fucking queer dickhead, bro. And I fucking hate you. I don't hate you, but strong words. I don't hate anybody. Once you hate someone in your heart, you know, you killed them. But, like, fuck, bro. They just act like a total bitch to me. Like, just so bitchy. So, I'm gonna say this, and it's definitely gonna give it away, and I might get fucking fired. I'm gonna do it anyway. Ride it. Fuck it, right? Fuck a wee ball, right? I'll just go to Pizza Hut. It's like right over there. It's closer anyway. I literally told her, I said, "Are you leaving?" Like, cause I thought, I don't know, like, "Are you clocking out right now?" And she goes, "Yeah." Fuck, I just gave it away by saying, fuck. They go, "Yeah." I said it, and it was just such a bitchy attitude. And I was just like, "Oh, well, I was just gonna tell you to drive safe," because that's literally all I was gonna tell her. And she softened at that moment. It was like, "Oh, why am I being such a dickhead to this guy?" Right? She didn't really ever stop being a dickhead to me. She's still a fucking bitch to me all the time. I literally told her, though, drive safe, and she was like, "Honey, I've been doing this for 30-something years. I always drive safe, alright? You don't have to worry about me." It's like, you fucking bitch. And I told her, just drive safe anyway. Drive safe anyway. She didn't even respond after that. But yeah, like that, for example, I've been getting my patience tested in a myriad of different ways. So I guess the overall message is, be like Yoda. Become Yoda, bro. Actually, no. Become better than Yoda. That's the message. Make Yoda your bitch, yo. Like, walk that nigga Yoda down on a leash, bro. Transfer your negative emotions into positive emotions. That's about it. See y'all later.